Joao Pedro. Chelsea fans, let's talk about Joao Pedro's performance from yesterday. Okay, I'm going to give you a little bit of analysis based on what I saw from Joao Pedro again. And this guy has surprised me, to be honest. He just keeps going from strength to strength. It's incredible. Okay, so we're just going to analyze a few of his plays from yesterday and then we're going to talk about it a little bit more just to, get a perspective of what that means for Chelsea this season. Okay, let's get into it.
His team have made against Italian. And then now the middle of the park was just escaped Pedro's. Yeah, okay. He doesn't get enough of the ball. I thought he did. Pedro gets the touch away.
Here, this tackle here, I thought he was injured or something. Oh my God. When I saw him go down, and I think after the tackle, he got back up quickly, obviously, but he was holding on to his back. I thought maybe that might be something there, but he carried on playing. And the good thing about this is the difference between Joao Pedro and Jackson, in the past, for example, when Jackson gets a back tackle like this, that affects his game. Okay. He lets that get to him. He doesn't really keep playing. Okay. But Joao Pedro just basically dusted it off, obviously. And then obviously that came with a goal. So let's keep going.
Neto, Enzo Fernandez, an option for him. James on the overlap. Flicked in by Neto, but drive. It's 2-0 already.
And this goal here is special. This goal from it might be simple, it might look simple in terms of it just being a simple header, but I really think it's a very, very special goal because what you see here is the bonding from the team. It's called team bonding. Joao Pedro, no, Pedro Neto, they're both Pedros, but yeah, it's team building, it's team bonding, it's players getting to know each other, it's Pedro Neto knowing that I've got a striker in front of the goalkeeper, a striker that's going to gamble, a striker that's going to make a good movement to make sure it gets his head on the ball or get something on the ball. That's one thing Nicholas Jackson used to lack. Okay, that's one main attribute that Nicholas Jackson never ever ever had. He didn't used to gamble. He didn't used to make these runs and then score simple goals like it because it looks simple, but it's not a simple goal at all. It's the good moment and it's a striker's finish. I love it. I love it.
And this guy, we've not even played for 10 minutes yet. And it's a beautiful ball in. The run side beautifully. Happy one. Pedro, inside forward, puts the ball into beautifully crafted, beautifully executed. He stays tall. He's done brilliantly with Joao Pedro. What's my big songs we get into here?
And this run, guys, this run is incredible. Again, it makes it look simple. It made it look simple yesterday, but it's a great run because it's a type of run that defenders don't like to see strikers make. It's a straight line run. If you look at this movement here, it deceived the defender in a way that made the defender had to basically there was no option. He had to bring him down. Okay, look at this movement here, just to weave in and then outside of the defender again, and then he went straight for the goal. Just watch this. Watch this.
I think
There,
that's a poor decision
there,
from the referee.
there. That movement. Let me play it again. That inside and out movement, amazing. Jackson didn't used to do this, okay? Chelsea have a striker now that knows how to play as a striker. I know people thought, Joao Pedro would be like a left winger, but no, this guy is a striker. He's a absolute, I don't want to say world class, but he's going to be world class this season. Let's watch the movement again. There,
I think that's a poor decision
there,
from the referee.
amazing.
Well, it completes a miserable afternoon for.
Yeah, amazing. And I think if you watch Joao Pedro this season, he's going to do this. He's going to get defenders in a lot more trouble. Remember, we used to have Drogba, we used to have Diego Costa. So we used to see these type of movements that put defenders in trouble, in trouble. Gets them to sent off or whatever, just gets a booking, makes defenders start looking over their shoulders. Jackson didn't trouble defenders like this. But now we have a striker. The lap is going to do this as well. So I love it. I love it. Let's carry on watching.
First goal and then switched off for a while. You don't want that to happen again here. No. Another opportunity to have a strike from a dead ball situation. That was in. To finish on fire. Like a little boy against a man. Joao Pedro urged to shoot and selfish instead. It's in the ball now.
Look at that. Look at that. That, as you can see, in the last 30 minutes now, what you guys have been seeing is good link-up play. Obviously, Jackson had that too, in abundance, to be honest. Let's be fair. Let's keep it honest, okay? Jackson had the good link-up play, but Joao Pedro has that too. It doesn't have to be perfect as long as he brings the goals, but he can link up as well. He can play the number 10 role, he can do the playmaker role, but he still has that striker's instinct for goals, and that's the key. That's the most important attribute you can have.
Cheek movement where he's so strong. Brilliant turn for Joao Pedro at the moment. That should have been cheek. Leao, and he opted. I felt there was a pass onto at least Loftus-Cheek. Leao's made a run into him, hasn't he? When we're doing my coaching badges many years ago with Clem. Just knocking it about, bouncing balls off one another. Pedro. What was the thing about the finish? 17-10 at the moment. Pedro.
Look at that pass. Do you see? And the good thing I think people don't notice about Joao Pedro is that he's even two-footed. He's a two-footed player. Left foot, right foot, it doesn't really matter. He can pass with his right foot and his left foot, and he can shoot with his right foot and his left foot. Okay? This guy is a versatile player. He can even drop deep and then do a playmaking role. Just like you've seen. Look at that pass. Look at that pass. It's not an easy pass. Okay? He controls the ball, then he capitalizes on the pass so that we can break quickly on teams. And guys, you're going to see this a lot more this season. Let's watch it again.
17-10 at the moment. He's going to run to Palmer though. I'm going to tell you that this has not been as defensively as convincing as I would have looked.
Yeah, there you go, guys. Great play from Joao Pedro yesterday. I was really impressed again. I was very impressed with this guy. I wasn't much of a fan of him at Brighton, but you know, I hated watching him play against us because he just used to put our defenders in trouble. Okay, and I think he's going to start doing that for Chelsea. And you know, it's about time. It's about time Chelsea have strikers. Okay, not just playmaking forwards. We have enough of that. You know, Cole Palmer can do that. You know, Pedro Neto can do that. Estavio now can do that. You know, even Gittins is decent at that, but we need strikers. So it was very important to get in Joao Pedro and Liam Delap, and I think combined, I'm going for 30 goals, 30 Premier League goals for the both of them combined, and I'll be happy, man. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching this video, and make sure you like this video, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of Joao Pedro's performance from yesterday against AC Milan, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace.